She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina love, Sisters Fina D, coming to you all from Fina Tina News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Most of you are aware that Kenya Moore will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. As far as in the future, we don't know, okay? Kenya did post this statement. I did a long video, a little over 30 minutes, so if you missed that video, please click the very first link in the description below to watch that video. But before this statement, I did post that Kenya Moore will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it was her choice. She wasn't suspended nor fired. Someone allegedly threatened her. The newbie said, "I have a gun for B words like you," during another scene, and she felt like Bravo did not protect her, as you can see from the caption, the statement that she released on the screen. She also confirmed that she did not commit revenge P word. You can read that on the screen. I'm not reading it because I've already covered everything in the previous video that I'm referring to. Also, I just posted a video of Carlos King and Claudia Jordan defending Kenya Moore. Now, in that video, Carlos said the same thing that I've been saying forever.
Telling the truth is not messy. Telling the truth is not messy. Telling the truth is not messy.
And that's exactly what I've always been saying, okay? Don't come for me unless I send for you. You came for Kenya sideways. She defended herself. You allegedly threatened her. And now let me go ahead and cry and look for sympathy. Like I said, if it comes out that Kenya did commit revenge P word, I will be right back on here saying Kenya Moore was wrong. So far, there's no official statement from Bravo. So far, there's no proof that she committed revenge P word. And all of the people that know people that's connected with production, all of that, Candy and everybody else, no one is saying that she committed revenge P word. Instead, every single one of them have said exactly what Carlos King just said, but in a different way. And if you missed those videos, go to the RHOA playlist to watch those videos. And if you missed the Carlos King and Claudia Jordan video that I'm referring to in this video, please go ahead and watch that video as well. I have linked it in the description below. Now, in that video, I did say that I was going to include what Claudia Jordan had to say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and her time on the show in that video, but I had enough content, so I kept it Kenya Moore focused. I decided to come back and basically give you what she had to say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But like I said in that previous video, I love to add context to things, so I'm going to leave in here what they were talking about that led into the conversation about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it.
Because I feel like a lot of people think women don't like Claudia. And I said, it's nice to know that this is a true story. I never said this to you. True story, professional, beautiful Black woman working at the bank was like, I'm a fan of Claudia. She was like, I like you too, Carlos, and you did a great job co-hosting. But she said, I watch anything Claudia does on that channel. So what was interesting about that to me, you, in my opinion, you are the face of Fox Soul. Mm-hmm. Are you compensated that way?
I'm trying to get my pockets now, make people more mad at me than they already are.
Because you're richer than me, so I mean...
No, I'm not. I'm poor. I have no money. I'm broke. I'm broke, remember?
But you are... It reminds me of this. Omari Hardwick, the amazing actor who played the hell out of Ghost, James St. Patrick, he talked about the fact that he felt he wasn't compensated. And the people were like, well, you got paid. And he said this, I'm not telling his business, he said this. He got paid $150 per episode. And they were like, well, that's amazing. And he said, but I was the face of Stars. He said, when you clicked on Stars, my face was front and center, and everybody else was right there. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. He said, but I was the face of Stars.
That's how I am on the banner at Foxhole, in the middle.
You are.
But
Do you feel that way, the way Omari Hardwick felt about his position at Stars?
Yes, but it wasn't... It was okay with me because I'm also a hustler. Like, it's not gonna ever only be it's not gonna be my only job. You know? Do I think I should have been paid more? I get paid well there. And it's all relative, you know? I work an hour a day. I do work hours when I'm sending topics in. I could have gotten more, but I also could have gotten less. And I'm grateful. Anyone that has been through financial devastation before, I will never be arrogant and blow a bag over ego or like, you know, if it's a decent amount of money, I'll work with you. You know, I'm not going to blow up the spot because we're going to fight for another $50,000 or $100,000. I'm not going to do that when there's so many people that aren't really working, you know? Should I have been paid more? Maybe. Yeah, because I had the top 3 successful shows there. Well, 4 if you include Madison's show as well. Out Loud with Claudia Jordan. When we were in the studio, I know people talk about the numbers. If you go back and look at the early episodes of Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, when we were in the studio here on Pico, 400,000, 500,000, million views. We did get a lot of views. I don't know what the live numbers were, but people would go back and run those interviews back, you know, and I didn't really realize how big it was and how many people liked it. I will say this, people that didn't like me on Housewives for whatever reason, they say, I was wrong about you, I get to really know you on your show, and now I love you. And I had so many people apologize for hating on me in comments and thinking, I was just judging you off a reality show. I go, but what bad did I really do on that show? I still baffles me, like, what's this? I don't see this bad person that was on Housewives.
I'm gonna tell you what it was, and we talked about this in our last interview together. You were never given a chance to come in as a housewife.
Yeah.
You were you auditioned. Let's be clear.
I was a friend.
You weren't even a friend. You auditioned. You were a friend. You know, you were contracted to be a friend either. You were just, let's see how she does. And then it was like, make her a friend. Oh, make her a housewife. Oh, we wrap in a few weeks. So you weren't set up properly. And that's the reason why I've always had your back publicly in interviews. Like, you guys are giving her a chance, but I also understand why you're not giving her a chance. But when Fox Soul debuted and you had all of these shows, I was so proud of you because I felt like everyone gets to see the woman I fell in love with at the Abbey.
Yeah, the Abbey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You said I'm going to change your life that night.
I did say that. And to me, and I said this to you before, you're a star to me. You really are. I think you're so underrated. I think the sky's the limit for you.
So in summary, Claudia feels like, wait a minute, I was only on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for 2 seconds. So where's all of this animosity coming from? Nah, girl, stop it. You know it's because you and Nene had that situation, and in their eyes, Nene is their queen, and how dare you step to, you know, Nene. So that's where the backlash is coming from. They're still holding on to that. Had her so bothered that the fun shade that you were throwing at her turned into her calling you all of those disgusting things. I'm not going to repeat them. Yeah, it got nasty. You all know the episode. You remember. Yeah, and you read her. Look at it twisted now. You know, Nene got some shots in there. But in people's eyes, that's Nene. So they weren't expecting Claudia, you know, to stand up for herself and defend herself. The same thing goes for Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore never bowed down to any of them. And you know, they didn't like that because you didn't come in saying, oh my gosh, that's Nene Leakes. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm going to bow down and kiss her. You know what? No, you stood up to her. You defended yourself. And you also got the best of her because she got so upset and couldn't believe it. And that's the same thing with Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore doesn't bow down to anybody. Not to any of them, and that's the reason why she's in this mess with Bravo, because they know Kenya Moore is very outspoken. When she was on the show, she went on Twitter, called X now, every Sunday. And when the episodes were not reflecting what she provided Bravo, she called them out. She did not wait to have an issue with Bravo to then start doing interviews, dissing them, filing lawsuits. Everything was documented. On the show, she called them out. She called them out for not showing her hair spa last season. She called them out for not showing this black woman going out there and expanding her empire, building a hair spa from the ground up, funding the building, doing everything. You're able to show Candy and other people progress, but you're not showing Kenya. And at first, people just thought, okay, Kenya did not give Bravo certain rights, to film certain things as it relates to her business. And then Kenya came out and said, no, that's not true. Bravo can and was given authorizations to show a lot as it relates to my business, even if that means they have to take a percentage. They just chose not to show it. But you could show us scenes that meant nothing, scenes that people were reaching, scenes that people just threw together. You could show us that, but not a black woman out here expanding her empire because an intelligent, stunning black woman is a threat to Bravo and doesn't match the type of image of black women that they want on their network. So what they do is they will edit you a certain way. Not saying Kenya Moore was a saint, but they will edit you a certain way. And then your own people will be so distracted and so busy dragging you and doing everything in their power to destroy you that by the time they realize that, oh, wait a minute, this is not how this whole situation happened, and Bravo did this to create chaos, it's too late because they have invested and spent the entire season dragging you based on lies and scenes that Bravo put together to create a storyline when that's not the real story. And that's why I said in my previous videos, aren't you all seeing what Bravo and producers are doing and productions are doing? Black women, they do not want an all-black cast to have the #1 spot on their network, and they are using all of you to destroy each other, and you all are not seeing it. You're so focused on the hate and what can I do to destroy this other black person and destroy each other that you're not seeing that they are using all of you to destroy your own franchise and show so that you can fall from the #1 spot. And you're not smart enough to peep that. Now, absolutely do not get me wrong. Some people are the reason for their own demise. So I'm not blaming the network for everything, but I'm just saying when they do not want certain people to be there, who do they use? When Bravo was allegedly upset that this smart black woman brought a show like Married to Medicine to their network, but then had the nerve to publicly say, yes, I did it. It wasn't Bravo's idea. I did it. I also casted the show, and I also shot the show, and Bravo picked it up. How dare this black woman have the nerve to say, it's my show? Not only is my show, I want to be on the show so everyone can see my face and know I did it. Not only that, I also want my name, to be on the screen at the end of every episode as executive producer. I want that. And who did Bravo use to get rid of that black woman? Who sat with the black woman in a group and said, we no longer want you here? Another black woman who that black woman, Mariah, casted on the show. Exactly. And y'all are so dumb to see what's going on. The people chanting and posting, no Kenya, no show, was starting to be right. Because since this whole Kenya Moore news died down, it's been crickets for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So much so that Portia and Drew was like, quick, let's go ahead and follow each other so we can still be talked about because, we're proving Kenya point. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the show is still going to go on, but those ratings are going to be beyond the gutter. But anyways, like I said, when you are intelligent, you're stunning, you articulate yourself and all of that, that scares a network like Bravo. But when you are fighting everybody and you fit a certain stereotype, that's who they're going to make a face of their show. Anyways, there you have it. Claudia Jordan, I'm wishing you absolutely nothing but the best in everything you got going on. Kenya Moore, I'm wishing you the same. Because I am fully aware that Claudia is going through her own issues over there with, Foxo and TGIF and all of that. I just wanted to keep it, the Real Housewives of Atlanta focus. But you can go to the Carlos King YouTube channel and watch that episode of him interviewing Claudia Jordan if you missed it. And also the last video I posted if you missed it of Carlos King and Claudia Jordan supporting and defending Kenya Moore. I have linked it in the description below. And also to my members only, I just posted another video. So please go ahead, for those of you who are subscribed and are members only. I just posted a new fun video of a day in the life and me basically going out to eat, going to church, walking around, having a great time, conversations, grocery shopping, all of that. If you're not a member or if this is your first time hearing about it, just click join to become a member. Go to the members only also playlist and browse through, and you can click and join from there as well. The link is also in the description below. Thank you all so much for everything. I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
We got Kenya and Brooklyn on vacation. Check y'all out. Is that a Brooklyn Bridge behind you?
Wait, mommy. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.